Hey guys, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wasn't actually planning on filming a video today, but I was doing just like my everyday makeup, got to my eye makeup and realized that I hadn't actually done this video that I promised to do a while ago. As you can tell by the title, I am going to be testing out the kind of new, not so new anymore because I took way too long, but the kind of new PS Custom Palette Build Your Own Eyes 9 Shade Custom Eyeshadow Palette. That's what it says. So basically this is pretty much just like Primark's answer to Makeup Geek eyeshadows. You buy the palette on its own. I think you can also get smaller ones that are like, this one's a 9. You can also get 4s, I think. And then you also get the single eyeshadows. They had a ton. I think they maybe had like, I've got 9 colors. They maybe had around like 20 or something in my local store, but who knows how many colors they have. Mix of like mattes, shimmers, neutrals, bright colors, all that good stuff. And the palettes, this 9 one here cost me £3. And the eyeshadows cost 60p. 60 friggin' p. So yeah, I thought I would just hop on camera, just do a super quick testing video. Thought we could try these out, swatch them, see how they blend, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. So like I said, I picked up the eyeshadow palette that you can put 9 of their shadows in. Like I said, they also do a quad. Don't know if they do any bigger sizes or any small, but I know they do these two, and this one was £3. So you open it up and it just looks like this. Don't know if you guys can see. There we go. You can see it's got like the little spaces for the pans there. Not sure if that's magnetic, but let's give it a go. So like I said, these are 60p and they had like a bunch of colors. I don't know how many they had, but they had a lot. So you know what? I don't actually remember what colors I got. What kind of colors did I get? I know I got some neutrals. Of course I freaking did. I got some shimmers. I got, ooh, some blues. Another blue. Is this telling me I might have to do a blue makeup look? I then got an orange. I got like a few kind of like basic shades here, like a taupe and then a lid shade as well. I got a yellow. I got, ooh, like a kind of, it's like a shimmery plum almost. Another kind of like champagne-y shade. I got a shimmery gold and then a brown. Did have a brown, just threw it on the floor. So they come like this, just like a standard size pan. Are these magnetic? They're magnetic. That is sick. And I'm pretty sure just based on the sizing, you should be able to fit Makeup Geek shadows and like Anastasia shadows or something like that in these palettes. So if you don't want to go spending like, cause sometimes I know that the magnetic palettes can be like £10 or something. If you don't want to go spending that much, then you can now pick these up for £3. So already I'm a fan. I'm actually getting some good vibes from this so far. Okay, I love doing this. If you guys don't know, putting eyeshadow pans in magnetic palettes is like a weird hobby of mine. I friggin' love it. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle, but way less stressful and you can't get it wrong. Okay, so my palette is done. And I'm actually kind of obsessed with how it looks. You got some neutrals in there, you got some shimmers, you've got some blues. Not gonna lie, it's low-key one of my biggest dreams to come up with my own makeup line. This is probably as close as we're gonna get. Let's be real here. So before I go ahead and put anything on my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and do some finger swatches. So let's just do 1, 2. They feel okay, they feel a bit powdery, but I mean, 60p. You gotta remember, 60p. And do this one down here. Okay, yeah, they are powdery. I can definitely see that. Let me just show you guys. Excuse my janky nails. I've still got my NYX Face Awards makeup like stuck under there. It's just completely stained my nails. But as you might be able to see, the orange one is fairly powdery, but 60p. Let's go ahead and swatch these. Got number 1. Not bad. Number 2. Not as good as I was hoping, I'll be honest. The yellow. Very powdery, but it looks like if I just sort of like blend that into the hands, it's got enough pigment to it. And let's try this orange. Oh, you can see that is so chalky, but it's all about how it blends out on the eye. And it's pigmented. Oh, we've already got some fallout from the orange one onto the gold one. All right, so then I'm going to swatch some of these guys. So we'll do this one. Okay, wow. The shimmers look pretty damn great. This one, which could be a highlighter. Whoa, that is silver. That looks more like pearly in the pan, but that's freaking silver. And then this guy here, that looks nice as well. Okay, right, let's do 1. They feel a lot better, nowhere near as powdery. Not as intense as I would hope, but again, 60p. I've got to keep saying in my head, these are 60p eyeshadows, so they're not going to be like the best things in the world, but that one's actually pretty great. If you're fair skinned as well, that could work as an amazing highlighter. Like, you don't really see it, and then suddenly, whee! And then we'll try this like golden one here. Oh my god, that's pretty too. Okay, the shimmers are a lot better than the mattes so far. Like, look at them, they look nice. And then last but not least, we're going with these two shades, these two bluish shades here. Okay, come on, be good, be good. Whoa, that dark blue, oh my god. Okay. Disappointing, very sheer. But we'll see how it builds up, see how it looks on the eye. Come on, come on. Okay, this one is a bit more powdery, but it is so friggin' pigmented. Like, you can keep on going. Yeah, just judging by the finger swatches, the shimmers seem a lot better. But the only way to find out is by chucking it on our face. So let's do it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I've already got my eyelids primed. I just used my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I did also powder them down a little bit. So what I'm going to do first, and don't worry, this brush is clean. It's just stained from like some intense pigment. I'm going to go in with this lighter shade here. Just trying to see how much like kickback we've got. If I put that there, you might be able to see better. Tapping it in. A lot of kickback, but 60p, just in case you forgot. So I'm just going to pat that all over my lids. Okay, that's pigmented. Okay, that's pigmented enough. I mean, you can actually see it on my lid. It has brightened my lid up quite a lot. I'm then going to go in with the same brush and take the next shade along. Again, pretty powdery, not as bad as the white though. So I'm just going to go ahead and work that into my crease. Very, very subtle, so I'm going to take a little bit more. I feel like with these shadows, if they are going to be any good, you're probably going to need to build them up quite a bit because they don't seem like the most pigmented things in the world, but there's always tricks that you can use to kind of make shadows look more intense, like using like a white base or a black base if you're using darker colours, or obviously layering them up. Take a bit more. That's my third dip so far. Okay. I mean, it's quite subtle, but you can definitely see that I've got like a little bit of shadow in my crease, and it doesn't look like muddy or anything, which is good. So I'm then going to go in with a dense fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this yellow shade, I think. I want to try and use as many colours as I can in this palette without looking absolutely insane, because I do have to leave the house in a second. But I'm going to tilt my head back and just kind of like work that into the crease and just slightly on the lids. Okay, you can definitely see that. The shadows kind of like run out quite quickly, if that makes sense. You know, sometimes when you use a shadow, you have like a lot of blending time with it. Whereas with these, because they are quite powdery, you do need to pick up more if you do want to kind of like diffuse it a bit more, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, for yellow eyeshadow, that's not bad. Yellow shadows aren't always the most pigmented in the world. So as far as that goes, that looks all right. So I'm then going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with that orange shade. So let's take some of that. Okay, this one looks very, very pigmented, which is fab. Didn't actually seem to be too powdery either. So I'm just going to tap off the excess. And what do I even want to do with this? Let's go again onto my crease and kind of onto my lid. I'm just going a little bit lower each time. I mean, they are a bit chalky, I'm not going to lie. But they're blending out okay. They take a little bit more work than other shadows. But it's definitely workable. Like, I'm not having any real issues with it. I'm just having to spend like an extra like 20 seconds or something blending it in a bit more. Don't really seem to be skipping or anything either, which is cool. I'm actually just going to dip back in with that yellow and just go over what I just did. So then I'm going to kind of switch it up a little bit. I don't really know what I want to do with the rest of the lid yet. So what I think I'm going to do is go in with this shimmer shade and just highlight my inner corner and brow bone with it. I know I have already started to highlight it, but that's when I thought, Steph, you should go and film the Primark video. So I'm just going to take this like super icy colour here. And let's see what this looks like. I know you can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Sometimes eyeshadows just need a little bit of love. That's all right. It's not the best thing in the world. But it ain't the worst either. I'm going to take a different pencil brush. I'm just going to spray it with my MAC Fix Plus. We'll see how it applies wet. I'm going to go in with this like more golden colour for a second. And I want to see what we can do with this. That's better. Should I do maybe like, I don't know. I want to put the blue on my eyes as well. I want to do a cut crease. I want to use the blue. I'm going to put the blue on first and I'm going to see if it'll look any good with the cut crease. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this blue shade here, just on an angled brush. Super powdery. I can literally see like the powder coming off it. This could look like clown makeup. I realised that, but we'll see. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Okay. We need to go in for a little bit more. That's a really, really pretty colour. Okay, I love that. I'm then going to take a little bit of this guy here. And I'm going to put some of that on the outer corner. Oh my god, that is so nice. If I wasn't doing an eyeshadow video and like trying to test out as many colours as possible, I think I so would have done like a blue smoky eye. Let me know if you want to do one of those, because blue's like my favourite eyeshadow colour to do. I feel like no one ever does it enough. Yeah, the shimmers definitely seem to be where it's at. They are a lot more pigmented than the mattes. I think I've literally used every single colour apart from this burgundy one here. Maybe I'll put it on like the outer corner or something. I'm going to try and apply that with my finger, you know. Because this looks super like smooth on my finger. So I'm going to like just pop a little bit there. Let's try it again. But let's try it with a flat brush. Okay, that's all I'm going to do because I feel like this eye looks kind of looking like a bit of a mess now. Just going to go back in with the orange. I'm actually going to take some more of that lid shade and just pat that more so onto my lids. Oh Christ, now I've really f***ed it up. I knew I shouldn't have tried to use that burgundy. It threw me off. Alright, let me see if there's any fallout. There's a little bit. I think it's from the dark blue shimmer, but barely anything. Like, from afar you can't notice it. It's only if you go like super close up. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of like dust that away. I'm just taking a mixture of the two shimmer shades on a wet brush and just seeing what they look like together. Oh my lord. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, yes. See, that's what I wanted this whole time. You guys know what's coming. I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm working my brush in there. And I'm going to see how this will look on my face. Whoa. Like, obviously I know we already had highlighter on before. But that's just turned it into like literally I can see the white balance of my camera like really confused as to what's going on because it's so bright. Okay, that has got potential to be a pretty banging highlight. Oh my god, that nose highlight. Wow. Okay, we need to get rid of that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm not like amazed. These aren't like the most amazing affordable eyeshadows ever. But for 60p, if you're rolling on a budget, you can make them work. You do need to spend a little bit more time blending them. They're not the best quality in the world. There is fallout, blah, blah, blah. You may need to wet your brush if you do want them to be super, super intense. But you're paying 60p for an eyeshadow. So I think, I mean, if you're putting all of that into consideration, these ain't half bad. So I'm now just going to quickly go ahead and add some mascara. Just using the Benefit Bad Girl Bang. You know what? I was going to wear falsies today, but I might not even bother. You know what, I really just want to put like a tiny bit of that gold shimmer just on the centre of my eye. Just a little bit. Come on. There we go. Make it like a kind of sunset eye. Actually, you know what? Now I've done that, I know it's kind of like a cop-out last-minute sunset eye, but that looks alright. I'm actually kind of digging this. Alright guys, I'm now going to go ahead and do the other eye, put something on my lips, and then I'll check back with you guys in a second. Alright guys, so this is the full finished look, and I'm actually, now that I've done the other eye and I've put like lipstick on and everything, I'm actually really kind of digging this look. This eye ended up a whole lot better because I kind of knew what I was doing in the end. But I'm into it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually kind of really into this look right now. Overall, in terms of the quality of these eyeshadows, I mean, again, for like the 87th time in this video, these are 60p each. They're not going to be like the most amazing quality in the world, but they're definitely a lot better than other palettes that I've tried, say on the drugstore or something. They're like pigmented enough, you can definitely work with them, and we can kind of see all the colours that I've got on my eyes right now. The shimmers are definitely better quality than the mattes, but mattes are always a little bit more tricky to do, especially on the cheap. And yeah, overall, I'm actually pretty impressed by these. They're not necessarily shadows that I will reach for that often, or to be honest, if ever, unless I'm doing some kind of like super affordable tutorial. But I'm happy with the eye look, and I'm definitely going to be picking up more of these magnetic palettes because they are so useful, and I mean so bloody cheap as well. So if you guys were looking to kind of build your own eyeshadow palette but you didn't want to go and spend money on like Makeup Geek or Anastasia or anything like that, I definitely recommend checking these out because for the price, they ain't half bad. So guys, as always, let me know what you think of this eye look in the comment section down below. Let me know if you're going to be picking up any Primark eyeshadows as well, and if you have, let me know your thoughts. If you did enjoy this video, then as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.